Welcome to this deep dive. We take a stack of source material, pull out the crucial insights, and really give you a shortcut to being genuinely well-informed.
Mhm.
So our mission today, it's all about fluency, specifically navigating the social side of everyday English.
Yeah, the tricky bits.
Exactly. We're diving into 4 expressions. And these aren't just, simple vocabulary words.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
they're like specific tools, right, for conveying everything from, say, subtle emotional cues to deep respect and even just amazing versatility in how we talk.
They really show the power of idiomatic language.
Right. And mastering them, it feels like the quickest way to move from just speaking English to actually sort of thinking in English.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, and what's fascinating, looking at the sources, is that these 4 phrases really hit 4 different linguistic challenges. You've got like complex relationships,
Mm-hmm.
metaphorical rejection, which is
Mhm.
interesting, necessary euphemisms, and that concept of polysemy.
Polysemy, right? The fancy word for one word having like tons of different meanings.
Exactly. So we need to understand not just what they mean, but the sort of social rules, like
Mhm.
when and how you actually use them to sound natural
And sensitive, yeah.
and sensitive, crucial.
Okay, let's start with something really foundational for social life. How you describe your relationships. We're opening with get along with.
A classic.
Yeah. When we talk about get along with, it's really about describing that, easy, friendly flow you have with someone.
It signifies successful social interaction, basically.
And linguistically speaking, it's a good example of those 3-part phrasal verbs, isn't it?
It is. You've got the main verb, get, then the 2 particles, along and with.
Right.
And that structure, it's not always intuitive if you're learning, but the meaning itself is singular.
Mm-hmm.
Just having a harmonious relationship.
And the sources show it's actually wonderfully simple to apply in practice, like for a positive statement. You just say, I get along with my coworkers really well. Simple as that. Signals cooperation, team stability, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Or, the opposite. You can use it to pinpoint friction pretty quickly, but also neutrally.
How so?
Well, just saying, I don't get along with my neighbor,
Oh,
you've
yeah.
shown there's difficulty, but you haven't sounded, like, overly dramatic or accusatory.
Yeah. It's concise, like social reporting.
Exactly. Social reporting. I like that.
I think the biggest takeaway here, especially for anyone trying to build confidence, is realizing how much social currency this phrase has.
Mhm.
If you're in maybe a high-stakes chat, like a job interview,
Right.
being able to just confidently say, I get along with people easily, well, that shows immediate soft skills, professional ease.
Oh, absolutely. You're basically signaling emotional intelligence with just those few words. It's about projecting that natural social confidence.
Yeah.
The ability to talk about cooperation or the lack of it
Hmm.
in this fluid, idiomatic way. It's really valued. It shows you get the social dynamics.
Yeah, right. You understand how things work in the English-speaking world.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of social dynamics, let's pivot a bit. From successful inclusion to maybe the necessary language of social rejection or evaluation, maybe,
Okay.
we need to talk about turn off.
Ah, yes. Deceptively simple.
Right, because most people know the literal meaning, switch off a light, turn off your phone.
Sure, the mechanical sense.
But the emotional or social use of turn off, that's absolutely essential for real-world conversation.
And this is where, the metaphorical power of English just shines. It gets really interesting here.
How so?
You're taking a concept from machines, stopping a device, and applying it straight to a human emotional state. Stopping interest, stopping attraction.
Huh. Yeah, I never quite thought of it like that.
So in the social sense, it means making someone lose interest, or often feel kind of repulsed, actually.
Okay.
And the source material gives us some great examples of how we use this to evaluate behavior.
Yeah, it's often used negatively, isn't it? To describe things we just find unacceptable, like rude behavior really turns me off.
Exactly. It's immediate, it's blunt, but it's very common. A common assessment.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also turn it into a noun, right? Nominalize it,
Yeah.
which is a key sign you're becoming more fluent.
You mean like saying bad manners are such a turnoff?
Precisely. It just summarizes that immediate disinterest. It's a quick way to communicate a pretty complex emotional reaction, like a quick social verdict.
A social verdict. Okay. That idea of language needing to be structured or sometimes softened, it brings us to our next term. And this one, it needs real sensitivity. Passed away.
Yeah.
This is, of course, the respectful, the gentle way to say that someone has died.
Right.
And it's not just picking a different word, it feels like it's demonstrating emotional maturity, cultural sensitivity.
It really does. And this raises a key question for you, the listener. Why? Why use passed away instead of just saying died?
Yeah, what's the difference, really?
Well, the difference is huge, socially.
Mm-hmm.
Died is direct, it's factual, it's medically definitive.
Okay.
Passed away. On the other hand, it's a euphemism. It's softer, it's more compassionate, it provides a kind of social buffer for grief.
Right, a buffer.
So when you're talking to someone who's experienced loss, using passed away shows you're prioritizing their emotional comfort over just, like, clinical accuracy.
That contrast feels really key. So if you're sharing sad news with a friend, you'd naturally say, I'm so sorry to hear your aunt passed away.
Exactly.
Using the word died right then, it could feel a bit harsh, maybe.
Yeah.
Abrupt.
It certainly can. It can feel quite jarring in a sensitive moment. But, we also have to be careful not to completely avoid the direct term.
Yeah.
Well, passed away belongs in that social supportive context we talked about. But if you were reading, say, a legal document or a medical certificate, right, then the direct, factual language died would be absolutely necessary for clarity, for formality.
So knowing when to use the gentle language and when to use the more clinical language, that shows a really high level of communicative skill.
Sophistication, yeah.
Definitely. It really drives home that idea that these phrases are governed by social rules, not just, grammar rules.
Absolutely. Context is everything.
Okay, let's shift gears completely now. Let's look at a word that almost defies easy categorization because it just does so much heavy lifting in English.
The workhorse.
Yeah, let's dive into the amazing versatility of picked up.
Mm-hmm. If there was ever a Swiss Army knife of phrasal verbs, this is probably it.
Yeah.
This single phrase, picked up, it relies almost entirely on the context. And understanding its different meanings, it just opens up so much conversational territory for you, instantly.
Okay, so the sources laid out at least 4 main meanings. Let's run through them quickly because they are really diverse.
Let's do it.
First, the most literal one, to collect or go get something or someone.
Right. The classic example. Can you pick up the kids from school? Straightforward.
Then, number 2, there's the meaning related to acquisition, learning something naturally.
Yes. This is so useful for talking about skills or languages. And it often implies you learned it without, like, formal study.
Right, like I picked up Spanish while living in Madrid.
Exactly. It suggests a kind of easy, fluid learning process. Osmosis, almost.
Okay, third context, just the simple physical action of lifting.
Yep, the everyday stuff. Picking up your keys, picking up groceries.
Picking up a dropped pen.
Yeah.
Routine. And finally, number 4. And this one feels maybe most important for business context or reporting trends.
Yes.
It means to improve or increase in pace or quality.
Oh, absolutely. Like after the holiday lull, sales have picked up lately.
Right. It describes that positive upward trend in activity. Things are getting better, faster.
Yeah.
It's just incredible when you think about it. You can pick up a language, pick up a conversation thread, pick up your groceries. You can even pick up your mood.
Exactly. That flexibility is what makes it such a cornerstone of fluent everyday English. You just use it constantly without even thinking.
So let's try and synthesize these 4 concepts now. We want to show you how seamless and organic these expressions become when you really integrate them.
Yeah, mastery means using them without even having to stop and think, which phrase do I need here? It just flows.
And the source material actually gave a great example of this integration. It showed how connection, emotion, all that stuff is conveyed through these specific terms.
Okay.
So listen for all 4 phrases woven together in this little narrative.
Okay, here it is. When my grandmother passed away, it was obviously a really tough time for the whole family. But somehow we all tried harder to get along with each other, be more supportive. Then my uncle, kind of spontaneously, he picked up this tradition of doing Sunday dinners just to keep us all connected.
Nice.
And every week, he reminds us gently that drama and negativity really turn off any chance we have for healing. And honestly, that simple routine, it really helped us.
Wow. It's amazing how much complex human experience you've got. Grief, reconciliation, new traditions, emotional boundaries. It's all communicated through these, deceptively simple expressions.
Deceptively simple is the perfect description.
So what does this all mean for you listening?
Yeah, the bottom line.
You now have, hopefully, a much deeper understanding of four absolutely essential expressions. You've got get along with for social harmony and understanding those phrasal verbs,
Mm.
turn off for that metaphorical evaluation, those emotional signals,
Right.
passed away for respectful conversation, understanding euphemism,
For sure.
and picked up for its just incredible versatility, the polysemy thing.
Yeah. And remember, language isn't just about grammar rules locked away in a book. It's life. It's life expressed in words.
Mm.
And knowledge like this, it's most valuable when you really understand it and
Mhm.
can apply it with that social awareness we talk about. These phrases, they're like the gears running daily social interaction.
Absolutely. So here's your challenge. We want you to take this knowledge and actively apply it.
Get it working for you.
Right. Based on that little story structure we just reviewed, try creating your own short story. Could be funny, could be touching, could be totally personal.
Whatever works for you.
But use all four phrases that we discussed today. So get along with turn off, passed away, and picked up.
Using them together in context, that's how you truly integrate this knowledge. It moves from your head into your active vocabulary.
That's the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive.